A young girl my age, I'm 15, they tell you you want water, so you are going to have to be in a relationship with me, otherwise you go to the back of the line and you make sure that you do not get water there.
A horrific reality for many girls in Zimbabwe. As their parents struggle to make ends meet, they are often seen as obvious commodities that can help feed the family.
What to do in whatever circumstance.
Kimberly Fuseri took note of this devastating trend in her community and decided to become a peer counselor to help girls who've been forced into marriages or relationships with older men.
And having a girl child to them probably means money. So whenever they get a chance to marry her off, they will, for even the pettiest of prices, just so that they can sleep whilst they would have eaten. But what then happens to their child, they do not know, because already they have in some way sold their child.
Chitungwiza is a high-density dormitory town just south of the capital, Harare. The majority of the 500,000 residents are low-income informal traders. For a large number of them, their livelihoods were threatened by the coronavirus-induced lockdown.
Looking to the situation, my mom was struggling to find money for food to feed us, to find money for us to have my pay during our period. So how is she supposed to cut for all the family and also find money for me to have a phone? It was tough for her.
With no means to put food on the table, some families resorted to marrying off their underage daughters in the name of survival.
Before lockdown, the statistics were 1 out of 5 girls would, be found entering or being forced into a child marriage. But now the rates now have hiked up to 3 out of 5 girls. You find them being subjected into child marriages. So these rates are being translated into figures. You will actually find that there is quite a significant number of girls that have entered into child marriages during lockdown, or even entered and came out of these unions.
The poverty burden has been delegated to the girl.
The people at home want water. The moment I go back home without water, all of them are going to be mad because they need it. So they're going to tell me to find a way to get water. They do not care how I got it. They do not care where I got it. What they want is water. And then the moment I then go back home with sexually transmitted infections, I go back home with a pregnancy, they're going to tell me to go back where I came from. Yet they were the same ones telling me to go and work for them.
14-year-old Nyasha, not her real name, is still reeling from the trauma of being married off by her abusive father.
Sometimes I feel shy and angry because that money my father used to save to alcohol. Every money, every pain I get, he didn't understand that.
Nyasha soon fell pregnant, and due to complications, she lost the baby. Her forced husband would then beat her every day until she mustered the courage to run away. She's now receiving counseling and assistance from Shamwari Mwana Sikana Center, which translated from Shona means friend of the girl child.
What I'm seeing is that people who do not know that they are rights, they are children's rights, they are girls' rights, they do not know that. But I don't know how we are supposed to help them, because many people are violating our rights. Mm-hmm. They seem like we are nobody because we are girls, we are children. There's lots of child labor going on in Zimbabwe. In town, in Harare, there are lots of little girls and boys. They are selling things that are not supposed to be sold by them because they are waking up at 4 o'clock, going and selling. It's not fair.
The center's Mutake is concerned at how easily girls are exploited and is worried that there's little measures in place to protect them.
The situation has been disturbing. I think that's what I can say. It has been worrisome, it has been disturbing at the same time, because over and beyond the issue of household poverty, as earlier I've pointed at, we have established on some of the issues where girls are now being forced to enter into premature sexual behaviors or sexual exploitation, where I wouldn't want to say selling sex per se, but they are entering into, the commercialization of sex simply because they are trying to meet their needs within the household. And for them to come to meet these needs, they have to get some kind of income coming into the household anyhow. And much of the parents and the caregivers whose income has been disturbed in terms of those who are based in the informal sector, they haven't been going into work. They've been at home much of the time, and this is a situation now that has presented, an opportunity for some adults to exploit the girl child.
For Nyasha, her next step is to try rebuild her life. Her spirit is not broken and hopes other girls in her situation are brave enough to find a way out.
I want them to be brave. Never give up. Don't kill yourself because of someone else. Find someone to help you than to get married. And when you get married young, it's your disadvantage because you never get to go to school.